Alright guys, so we're ready to set up the physics now for the game scene. Okay, so let's take it a step further here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to configure the physics world. Alright, so we're going to go to our game scene. Okay, and this is where the physics is all going to happen here. And what we're going to do to begin right now is kind of like in table views, we had to bring in delegates and those methods there to be able to conform to those different different things that happen. All right, so we're going to basically get the game scene to conform to the physics contact delegate. So right in our class line, right after SK scene, let's just do a comma and type in SK physics. We're looking for physics contact delegate. Okay, so like with table view, this brings in a bunch of methods we can use here. So that way we can have a response when two bodies collide. That's kind of the plan that we're looking for right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on that. Okay, so we're going to stay right in the game scene for pretty much this entire lesson, so it's not too long. So first thing we're going to do is let's go to did move to view. Okay, so that's one of our first functions right here. And we're going to add some stuff right above here. Okay, so we're going to add, basically we just have to get a couple things set up. So let's go self dot physics world. Okay, so we've got that ability now that we brought in our delegate dot gravity. Okay, is equal to CG vector make. This one on the bottom here. Oh, there we go. And we want both of these to be 0. So 0 there, 0 there. Okay, we're setting that to 0 so that none of the physics bodies in the scene are affected by gravity. Okay, so basically we are just keeping it at 0. Okay, and then below that, we just want to set the delegate equal to kind of the view controller like we did in table view. So self.physicsworld.contact delegate is equal to self. So that's just making the self is kind of now there's basically controlling the game scene is now the delegate. It's got all the properties and everything. Okay, so last thing we need to do on this one, like I said, this is a quick one, but a lot of code coming our way here, so we got to get this all in. Is we need to add a function, a delegate function here, and it's called did begin contact. So we're going to go all the way to the bottom here, right after fire invader bullet, and we're going to create this one. So just start typing in did, all right, begin, and we should be getting an autocomplete. Did begin contact. This is the one we want. Okay, and then we're going to start. We got to set a lot of code up right now. Okay, so again, we need to have this. All right, this method is called when the two bodies make contact. All right, and this is what the implementation looks like. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to declare two variables. So we'll call the one first body. Okay, and we'll make that a SK physics body. And then we'll call the other one second body, okay, and that's also an SK physics body. Okay, so these are the two objects. So now the next block of code here is basically we're going to go through and say what happens when these bodies make contact with each other. Okay, so we got some if statements coming. So first we got if contact, okay, dot body A, okay, dot category bit mask. All right, if that's less than contact. There we go. Then body B, okay, dot category bit mask. Okay, so normal if statement happening here. Okay, so just so we're not getting confused here, it's just basically the the A and the B are just going to correspond to our first body and second body. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at, the two different bodies right now here. Okay, so first thing we need to do here, okay, is we just got to do some checking here. Okay, so as we go through right now, let's do that in our if statement. So first body, okay, so now we're going to set that equal to contact dot body A. Okay, so that's how we're going to set our variables equal to it, and then second body is equal to contact dot body B. Okay. That error should be going away. That is gone. Okay, so if that's the case, those two are going to be set equal to each other. Else, if that is not the case, okay, first contact or first body is equal to contact body B, contact body B, and second body is equal to contact body A. So basically, we're just working with some logic right now here. So basically, based on which one gets hit here, it's just we're going to turn on, what the contact is there. Okay, so that's the first kind of if check that we make here, if you want to call it that. Okay, so now we're going to do another if statement. If, well, two parentheses here, if first body, okay, dot category bit mask And, so here's our AND operator from before, collision categories. All right, except goal property dot invader is not equal to 0. All right, and we're going to compare that to something else as well. And now let's go parentheses second body dot category bit mask and collision categories dot player bullet. All right, so as you can see, some long code here is equal to 0. Actually, let's do this here just so we can get that a little easier for you to see. Okay, so bracket. So now basically we're comparing a lot right now. So we're comparing basically the collision category, what's colliding with what here. You know, if that's the case here, okay. You know, actually we'll just we're not going to have kind of any conditional happen right now. We're just going to check that. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing down below. So basically, we're just comparing our categories here, just just matching them up here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let's see here. Yeah, so basically this is going to be pretty repetitive for the next part here. It's these if statements are going to be the same. So again, you can copy and paste if you'd like. I wouldn't recommend it, but just make sure if you do, you're changing the necessary things so you're not getting the errors that could happen. All right. So basically, though, we just need to go through and just kind of just compare all our collision categories. All right, and make sure that if they're not equal to 0. Okay. We'll come through, we'll add some functionality to these later. We're just getting kind of the stem set up right now, okay? Okay, I'll get that autocomplete. Then this one will be invader bullets. Okay, so again, make sure you're getting these exactly as I'm putting them in right now, okay? And then make sure we get our curly braces for each one. And then we got one more to throw in here. If first body, category bit mask and collision categories dot invader is equal to 0. Okay, and then put in our second conditional check here, second body dot category bit mask and collision category dot, this time it will be player. That's not equal to 0, and we are good. Curly brace it. All right, so that's kind of everything we need here for our physics world. Okay, so again, a lot of stuff happening right now. So just make sure that you verify that we're good. You got from top to bottom that you're matching up completely here, because this is the physics that will make the collisions work when our game is all said and done here. All right, so again, just check your work on that end. I'm going to stop the video at this point. We've got kind of one more stretch here to go, and then we will be all done, and our game will be ready to play. All right, so good job.